Good morning everybody, how is it going? Today we're playing Tiny, we're going into the top lane. This was random draft, you know, pick Tiny because fun hero, mostly. I have no good reason. Wanted to play some Tiny, so I picked some Tiny. Seems like a plan, doesn't it? Today's video, yet again, of course, sponsored by the ESL 1. Who wanted me to get you guys to buy ESL 1 tickets? So go buy ESL 1 tickets. Well, that's interesting. God, mate, I'm a little confused by that. Just a bit. Just a bit. I'm not really sure what's going on there, but apparently the anti-mage died to Russia somehow. Okay. Okay. So let's hope that doesn't happen again. I mean, it's kind of awkward. Just a little. Oh well. So yeah, but I'll just go ahead and, you know, finish up my little bit of ESL 1 rambling. Before we go do that though, a little update on my health again. Feel worse than yesterday. I do. Might be because I had to leave the house today. I had to like run some errands and that wasn't fun. But yeah, like it's not like I really was outside for long. But I did go outside for like maybe 1.5 hours, you know, just taking care of some stuff. But afterwards, I was through, man. I was done. Pretty sure that's not great. So, yeah. Okay, I'm sure we'll figure this out somehow, right? Again, I'm feeling like much better than I did last week. Like around this time last week, it's not even comparable. But I feel like I'm not making any progress at the moment, which I'm not too happy about. But you know what, that's okay. Anyway, ESL 1. So at this point, I think we're going into the second event, 2015, the one that was just a few months ago. This time around, I actually was kind of a little bit of a part of it, right? Like I had our little side stream that I hosted, and it was actually really fun. But you know, like to me, a big part of this this ESL event was really just like meeting viewers, and I did a lot of that, right? Like the thing is, I kind of made it known where I am. Right, like, here you go. I'm at this ESL Nvidia booth thing. You know, if you want to come hang out, come hang out. And a lot of you came and it was really fun. Like, I very much enjoyed all of that. And, no, it was a little weird for me at first. Because, like, taking pictures, okay, you know what, I can do that. I don't mind that, that's fun, right? That's not difficult. And people wanted me to sign stuff, and I'm like, I'm not sure how comfortable I am with that. Just because, like, I don't have nice handwriting. I don't. It's not good. It's awful. Just, like, seriously, you can barely read it. It's terrible. So, that was something I was a little reluctant to do at first. But then eventually I was like, fuck it. You know what? Can I just draw a tree? You know? Is that okay? And then people were like, yeah. Yeah, I mean, if that... Yeah. Feel free to draw a tree. I mean, if that's what makes you happy. I'm like, okay, I'll just do that then. I'll just draw some trees. So that's what I started doing. Instead of, like, writing my name on shit, I just started drawing trees. And then, after a little while, I drew trees and I added a little eye afterwards. Which I thought was... I don't know. I thought that was a little... You know? Kind of... No? No? Not good? I don't know. But yeah. And then I started signing stuff as well, and was kind of funny. One thing that I thought was like the most surreal part of it though was at the after I was kind of done at the booth, right? For some reason we had a lot of people watching at that point, which I thought was weird. I was just like, wait, where's everybody, like, what's going on here? We don't even have any people here. I mean, I understand that, like, when we had Cinderin around, that people kind of want to come and take a look at Cinder, and that makes sense to me, right? Like, I understand that, but I'm not really sure why people are here now. Just a little, I'm gotta admit, just a little confused by that, right? But then as we were done, right, like people came up to me and they wanted to talk to me, and I did. And after a little while I realized every single time somebody left, somebody new came out of the line. And then I was like, wait, are you guys lined up? And they were like, yeah, I thought we were supposed to line up. Just like, are you crazy? Don't line up, don't be silly, get over here, right? Let's all hang out. My favorite part of that ESL one was what the hell is that anti-mage's problem? Okay. But my favorite part of that ESL one was at the end of day 1, right? Like everybody that came up to me, or at least like after I had the idea, everybody came up to me. I told them all, okay, you guys know what? I'm done with this at 5 PM. Right, so at 5 PM all of you come around here, right? Like come right here. And then we'll go do bull riding and archery. And there was this little thingy where you could fight people with like these giant sticks. And they're like, we'll do that, and we'll do human foosball, which was outside, and then everybody came, right? And then we had like a group of what, 20 people, and we did all of those things, and it was actually just freaking awesome. Like that was so much fun. And you know, I just kind of like took everybody that wanted to come, and we went and did some stuff, and it was really amazing. Like it was so much fun. So, you know, like that's something next year, if there is an ESL one, which I assume there is. I mean, I asked them, right? I asked the guy there, and he was like, "Oh, I can't tell you that, but you know, we did pretty well this year." So you can take that how you want. Kind of to me, that was like, yeah, there's gonna be one. It's just there's no official announcement yet. Can't really tell you. So, yeah, let me go ahead and grab this. Gold portraits. Can't really go wrong with those now, can ya? Wow, this is looking like a very easy game. I don't mind that at all. We had 2 pretty difficult ones over the past 2 days. I tried to mix days and games into one word. That is not a good idea. Not a good idea, but okay. But that's what I'm gonna do next year too, right? Like, so if you're going to the ESL one Frankfurt next year, I'll be there for sure, and we'll go do some nonsense. Like, I'll take some games along. We'll take like Cards Against Humanity along. No, I don't know. We'll figure something out, right? And then we'll hang out and have a good time, because like that's really cool. Like that's really fun. I wanted to do that towards the end of day 2 as well, but the thing was, that's when the grand finals took place, and I was like, you know what, people want to watch the grand finals, and I totally get that, right? Like I want to watch the grand finals too, so let's just do that instead. So we did that instead. But oh yeah. Oh, this time around we actually had like proper VIP tickets. Like legitimate ones. Not stolen ones. It's not like we stole them, we just snuck in. I mean, it's not really the same thing, right? It's kind of the same thing. Oh! Damn it. Like a split second.
So close.
So close. One thing that I really liked about this year's ESL one was that they actually had things to do there outside of just Dota. And I know that sounds a little silly, because I am well aware that the majority of people didn't give a shit about bull riding. Right? But I did. I thought that was really fun. I honestly kind of wish they had a little more there. right? I feel like it's kind of like, yes, to a certain extent, it's a let's come watch esports event, but to another extent, it's a hey, we are the Dota community. Let's hang out. Let's have a good time event, right? And I feel like enabling that is really cool. I think that's really, really fun. Yeah, I'm fine. Okay. But I think that's like really cool and really fun. And it's a little unfortunate. It would be a little unfortunate to like get rid of something like that. I feel like, you know, let us be people, right? Like you don't. That's the thing. Usually people, you know, people in the community, they're just they're not really people, right? If you think like, you know, like if you watch like a cast of a game, all right? You know that there's like, I don't know, RTZ playing, and that is Old Man Fear on the freaking gyrocopter or whatever the hell. Like, you know that. But they aren't really people. Like, that is not like Old Man Fear isn't like the guy. He's just like a thing on the screen, right? And the casters aren't really people. They're just like a thing on the screen. They're just like, yo. You know? Like, even with a webcam. Like, even if you see me right now, like, I'm not really there. I'm just a thing on the screen. I'm not really a person. I'm just a part of a video. Right? Like, you can take what I just said and just scroll back and listen to it again. And everything will be the exact same because I'm not really there. I'm just a video. But that's not the same at that kind of event anymore. Because, like, all of a sudden, all of these people are actually people. Like, for example, and like, it's gonna sound like I mean to put him down, but that's not really what I'm trying to say here. But like, when I saw Toby, he was a bit more chubby than I thought he was gonna be, right? I don't know. He was kind of, you know, a bit more chubby than I thought he was gonna be. That's all, right? But all of a sudden, you're like, oh hey, that's Toby. Like, I know that guy. Well, I don't actually, but I kind of do. I mean, this is kind of weird, let's be honest. But, yeah. You were in stun range. Yes, it's not that tiny of a range. What are you talking about? I mean, you're just making yourself look like an idiot now, aren't you? Okay. This is kind of a stomp of a lifetime. Okay, no. No! No, I don't have mana! Damn it. Fuck you. Well, I guess I'll leave again. I mean, I wanted to help, but I don't have mana anymore. Balls. Yeah, OD is a problem. He does that sometimes. Don't have the mana I need. But yeah, right, like all of these more or less just like concepts, these ideas of people are like actual people now. Right? Or what was another thing that surprised me? Everybody knows Puppy is tall, right? It's still surprising to see him in person and see how tall he actually is, because that guy's fucking huge. Like, I'm not small. I'm not. Right? I'm pretty decently sized. God, people are gonna take that out of context again. Anyway, but, you know, Puppy's fucking huge. Like, he's enormous. Like, how, like, it's like a 4K building. It's crazy. So, I don't know, I think that's always really cool to, like, put, I don't know, put, like, people on the faces, if that makes any sense, right? Oh, come on, I had him! Nonsense. Yep, this is bad. We're gonna lose the axe at the very least. I'm leaving. Good luck, everybody. But yeah, right, like you get a little bit more of a feel for these people. I think that's really, really interesting, right? And just seeing them in like person is so different. They're just like, it's just weird. But it's great. Like, it's weird in a good sense. It's weird in a fascinating sense, right? It's cool. And I don't know, like I always... And the thing is, right, like even though I wish I was part of that whole community, right, like even though I do have Suraction Slacks and Perion Flags on my friends list, I'm not really part of anything. I'm not. Like I'm still an outsider and I'm just looking into it from outside, and to me it's super awesome to see those people as well, because that's not something I usually get to do. I don't get to interact with them. Right, I don't talk to them, I don't see them, I don't get invited to events, I don't do any of those things. I mean, I wish, but that doesn't, you know, that doesn't stop Reddit from making up shit about me. That's not in any way true, and then everybody hates me for some reason, right? And it's just like, I don't know. I felt like this year's ESL, the games were incredible. Right, because we had the grand finals were Secret versus EG, and those were just like some absolutely incredible matches, like insane, absolutely insane. And I feel like Dota is going into a really good direction right now. It seems like IceFrog finally figured out what exactly it is that he wants to do with the game. Because I feel like 6.84 was like an amazing patch. And 6.85, which is probably what the ESL 1 New York is going to be played on, is just going to be... Sorry. It's just gonna be as good, if not like even better, and I think that's like really fascinating. Okay. Damn it. Didn't have my Q ready in time, sadly. I mean, I can't toss him. No! I meant to toss this slog, but it's okay. I suppose this is gonna have to do. Oh, come on now. Come on now. I feel like that community aspect is something that in Dota is not as much, like, it's not getting explored as much as it really should, right? Because we have a huge community, right? Like, Dota is the second most popular game in the world, right? There are a lot of people playing this. And most of those are pretty sane, right? Most of those are actually just like regular, normal people that may be acting, you know, Twitch chatty online, but in person, no, they're just people. I'll just leave if that's okay with you. Yo, help. Come on. Oh dear. I had it. Yeah, a little bit more help a little earlier would have been nice. Because they had forever to come, yeah. But, you know, that's fine. Gotta have TPs ready for that. You should have TPs ready. I got chased down by the Bloodseeker for like the full duration of Rupture and nobody TP'd in.
I was farming.
Okay, I was farming is not an acceptable response for why you didn't TP in. Also, none of you have a TP. Like, that's just what I'm trying to point out. None of you have a TP. You should have a TP. Also, I'm farming is not an acceptable response. Like, not said. Look, you don't have to TP in. It's fine, right? But I'm farming. Man, you know, like a kill might and saving me might be more important than getting like 2 more last hits. I'm just saying. Just saying. Oh well. There was like watching. I haven't really talked about watching at an event like this. Right, so like that's obviously a pretty big part. I keep talking about everything else, but that's just because like those are the things that really like stuck to me. Right, those are the things that I keep dearly in memory and that I thought were the most fun. But watching is actually great too, because like you do have this giant crowd around you, right? And the thing is, like if you have people, it's very easy to get those people excited, right? Like I feel like the more people you have, the easier it is to get people excited. Like, if it's just one guy, it's pretty difficult to get them excited for anything. Well, it depends on the person, but, you know. But if you have a lot of dudes, all of a sudden, it's pretty simple to get those ramped up for whatever the fuck. It doesn't really matter, right? Just gotta, you know, kind of like get the hype train going a little, and boom, you got a party. So it's really kind of funny to see like what people get excited about, right? So for example, at the ESL 1 there was this one little sequence that I thought was hilarious, where somebody at like in the top rows of the stadium like made a little paper aircraft and threw it down, right? And it flew past everybody and everybody could see it. And it's just like, oh hey, there's a paper aircraft. Now the thing is, usually these, like, they fly for a little bit and then they just, you know, die off, because it's actually kind of difficult to have, like, a paper aircraft fly all that far. Oh man, so close. Oh, Cerise, that was great.
Oh my god! I was scared!
You never know, what if he goes for you all of a sudden? You never know. You
Exactly!
can never know.
I was the most scary target. Of course he was going to ignore the Tom Crash at like 2 health.
Oh man, that was fantastic. But you know, that little paper aircraft was flying down from the like top seats and then all the way down, almost hit the castles in the head. Like almost like Toby Wan and I think Capitalist were sitting in their little caster booth, and the paper aircraft like almost hit them in the back of the head. And I thought that was so funny. And the funniest part, where the casters were in the booth, and they're like, wait, what are people cheering for? Because everybody was going wild for that little paper airplane. Everybody was like, yeah, you go, right? And the casters were like, wait, what is happening? Wait, what are they cheering for? They just didn't get it at all. Ah man, I hate silencer, it's so annoying. But you know, they didn't get it at all. I mean, of course, how? How could they get it? They didn't see it, right? They were just looking in the game, like moving the camera around rapidly, searching for something that deserved the hype, and they just couldn't find it. And you could kind of feel the panic a little, because they were like, oh no, we missed something important. What did we miss? What did we miss? And it's just like, you didn't miss anything. There's nothing. There's nothing. You missed nothing. But there's this paper airplane, and we love the paper airplane. So respect our paper airplane. Oh man, I thought that was the funniest thing ever. Like, just like that little paper airplane flying from the top, right? Or of course, like you often see this on stream, where all of these people are like holding up their signs with their kappas, right? Like showing off how dank they are. Or like the people that had like the 4 dudes that had Kuroki written on their stomach. Those were of course like right there as well. And it's actually interesting to see that in real life as well, because like on screen you have like 4 people wearing Kuroki, right, on their stomach and like lifting up their shirt. In real life, like you just have some people taking off their shirt. Like you can't really see the Kuroki, right? Because it's written like in big letters, so you can see it on the camera. You can't really see that. You just have some random dudes taking off their shirt. Or like all of the signs, honestly, like it's kind of just annoying in real life, but at the same time it's also a little funny because everybody's always fighting for the attention of the camera, right? So people go to like great lengths to do that. And then of course you just have the grand finals, right? And it's like, it's actually incredible to watch, because it's difficult to like not take a side when you have like thousands of people around you shouting secret, 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 right? And you're just standing there and it's just like, you know, I don't really care if secret wins, but I guess I do now. I guess secret. Let's go. I suppose we are for secret now. I guess that decision has been made. No, I should maybe not go in right now. A little low on everything, honestly. Yeah, like it's kind of difficult. You have like thousands of people around you, everybody's shouting secret, 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 and you're like, oh yeah, I guess secret. You go secret. Because I was like entirely unbiased. I honestly didn't care who won. I wanted Fnatic to win, but Fnatic, you know, lost really early on, and honestly they had no chance at it. So it's just like, oh, I guess, you know, I wouldn't mind secret winning. Don't really care that much though. Always think that's the funnest, like those are the funnest games to watch though, when you're like really unbiased. Like to me that's enjoyable. I think that's kind of cool. But there's like an undeniable energy. That's like, it's crazy actually. It's like, I don't know, like I'm not really like a big sports guy, but my father was. And like he sometimes took me like into the football stadiums and such. And I mean this was a long time ago, but yo Eevee, can you stop farming for a second? I have a double damage and here's Roshan. Okay, good. No, let me.
Okay.
I think it's more likely I'll die. Oh. Can we go in on this? I mean, we can, yes. The answer to that is yes. Aww. Party hard. Okay. But there's like this undeniable energy, which it's just crazy, right? Because I don't think that like everybody is as hyped for it as people are when you have like everybody hyped just a little, right? Like once you get into that environment, just because you have so many people, the hype factor increases tenfold. Oh, come on, I had him. I'll just hit him. Good luck. Get out! Slightly out of mana. Oh no, I missed that! Sorry! Got him though. Got him though. God, what a game. This is just a little silly. Who is like beyond God? Like I am and Slaughter's? Slug got a ton of kills, right? Yeah, 19. 19 and 1 and 14 and 1. These people. But yeah, that energy is like really like fascinating, and I can't even properly describe it.
He doesn't realize that he has rupture on.
All right, I just can't. It's tough. It kind of goes away from just watching something, right? It feels like you're much more part of it. Because that's the thing, right? Like esports is not just something that people like watch. That's the fascinating part about it. It's something that, just like regular sports, like you kind of become part of it if you are invested enough. And that's why people enjoy it so much. Because you go from just watching to actually just being it. And like the spectator is not just like somebody that's on the outside. No, the spectator is like an integral part of the entire experience. Like without the spectator, this whole thing wouldn't exist. And an event like that, like all of that is just put up for the spectator. Right? It's just an homage to those people. Because while the pro players are like, you know, they're pretty important, right? Like tournaments are pretty important, and like having money in it is pretty important. We always gotta think back to the start of it, right? Like what is it all about? And it's honestly, it's all about the spectator, right? It's all about the viewer. And that's why like other esports, like that's why games that don't even have as much money in it as Dota, that's why they still work. That's why a game like, for example, Smash Brothers, where honestly there just isn't any money in it. There's nothing, right? Something like that still works. Why does it still work? Right? Like people aren't really fighting for anything. That's because esports is not for the player. Right? Esports is for the viewer. Anyway, that's why you should go to the ESL 1. Kind of got lost there in like a little bit of a... Yeah, no, but that's actually true, isn't it? A little bit of a like thought. Oh well. Anyway. Enough about it. Enough about it. We did our 3 days. We're done now. Again, a bit of a shorter one today. I don't mind it. Because we did have longer ones these past few days. And I always like to vary it up a little. And yes, shorter ones are part of variation. They are. So yeah. Anyway, a little bit of tiny. Boom. Nice. That was pretty fun though. You know, it was a nice game. So let's go ahead and do the giveaway. And then that's gonna do it for today. I hope you enjoyed the videos these past 3 days. A little bit of, you know, just kind of talking about things. You know, I just like start it up and go with the flow, but these, I don't know, I actually had some topics. Which is a bit different, but anyway. So, anyway, what do we give away today? Ah, shit, don't have a filter selected. Yeah, how about the task announcer? That's the first thing that popped into, like... Oh, I can't show it off. Example sounds don't work. Great work, Reborn. Yo, relax! Don't find a match yet, I'm not done yet. Oh, man. Anyway, so... Let me... Actually, I forgot to add in who, right? Yeah. So today's winner would be... Clay Baumi. You win. You win the task announcer if you want it. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please don't forget to leave a rating on the video. Would definitely appreciate that. And I hope to see all of you tomorrow. And use the things down below so I get money. Money is pretty good. I appreciate money. So give me some money. Hope to see you tomorrow. Goodbye, everybody.